Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and welcome back to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Bachmann half family figure set that was of course one of course 6 pretty much Bachmann Thomas and Friends figure sets that was given to me by my friend Trainboy54, who was kind enough to actually send those out to me, and I will have to say I am really impressed on how well they actually look for sure, and definitely a whole lot more accurate to of course the H.O. Thomas figures that we actually did pretty much, that we finally got for sure, in comparison to, of course, the trains that we got for sure. So yeah, I see this has been a long time coming for sure, and I'm really impressed on how well this, alongside all the other figure sets that you'll see later on, actually turned out for sure. So yeah. I know pretty much, I know it's saying a whole lot since they did came out very recently, but trust me when I say, the Google fashion saying better late than never, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there, over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below, so yeah. So yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead, I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. In fact, yeah, I think you're missing out, of course, the start of this saga for sure, to which, well, hey, I've done plenty of sagas, of course, this show before, so why bother, so yeah. But yeah, the last episode is there, so I'll be here by the time you come back. And you know, I think pretty much not just these, but I do know Bachmann has finally released Stanley very recently. So that's actually pretty cool, and I'm really excited for that for sure. And you know, if I ever do finally get Stanley at any time, why am I getting a lot of pretty much comments from, of course, people shouting the pretty much the Google classic line from The Great Discovery, "Welcome, Stanley!" Oh, hey, I'm pretty sure that my comment, of course, another one of my douses of foreshadowing for sure. But I digress. Although I'm still excited to get Stanley pretty soon. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I think we might as well continue on with, of course, pretty much this whole Bachmann, Thomas & Friends HO00 scale figures saga for sure, since, well, the last episode actually started off that said saga for sure, so we might as well keep on going for sure. And what better way to pretty much get ourselves in for the second installment on that then with, of course, talking about this figure set, as you can see here. So yeah, looks like what I have here is, of course, the second of course, the Bachmann Thomas HO figures that we got very recently, which this time is on the Railway Personnel set for sure. So yeah, again, this is actually one of 6 that I actually got, all thanks to my friend Trayboy54 for sending them out to me for sure, and now they're in my hands for sure, and I can't wait to finally talk about them for sure. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at these. Alrighty then, well, now that we got the introduction out of the way, we can now go ahead and finally talk about these for sure. Now again, this is, of course, pretty much another one of these figure sets that came out very recently from Bachmann Trains for sure, and again, Trayboy54 was kind enough to send those over to me for sure, just to see on how will they actually turn out for sure, and yeah, you can tell I'm really excited for these figures for sure, and well, if you have seen the last episode, it will give you a full-on explanation by far. But I'm not going to go over it again for sure, and well, since we got done talking about the Hat family, we can now move on to, of course, the Railway Personnel saga for sure, and well, I guess for starters, based on my first impressions alone, again, it actually does look really good for sure. Yeah, pretty much from the packaging alone, it really is delivering quite well, of course, pretty much, of course, what it's actually providing for sure. And of course, when they actually say Railway Personnel for sure, when it comes to this figure set, I think it pretty much can actually pretty much differ, of course, which ones you're preferring to for sure. Yeah, pretty much of anything they can range from, of course, the driver to the fireman to the conductor to the station master, and even the workman, as you can see here for sure. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, of course, which ones might be the case. So I think I'm going to say that for now, I think we'll call the first one right here the driver, the second one the fireman, the pretty much the third one being the conductor or the guard if you live in the UK for sure. And we're going to say this is the station master, and this one being the workman. So yeah, I think it's what I can say to really help fix things up for sure. But again, from what I'm actually seeing, these figures in their packaging really do look really good, I'm not gonna lie, and it really is delivering, of course, what they're actually providing for sure. And again, pretty much, if you have seen the last episode, you definitely know they're actually true to scale in comparison to, of course, all the other models that we got beforehand for sure, and even a long time coming, given to, of course, the large-scale figures that we're now dubbing them as for sure. So yeah, and again, the back of the packaging, as you can see here, really is very nicely detailed, I'm not gonna lie, and really does showcase, of course, all the other figure sets that you would actually get. I'm really lucky to get all of them for sure. So yeah, literally from my first impressions, it really actually does look very, very nice, I'm not gonna lie, and really is delivering on what we're hoping for, hands down. So either way, now that we finally got that done, let's open this up again rather easily for sure, and actually pretty much get these figures out to see how they fare up. So okay, and yeah, doing it rather carefully. So okay, I think that would pretty much do exactly that. And well, guess another one of these green bases came off. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and start off with, of course, this one, the driver. And Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this actually really does look really good for sure, and really is delivering, of course, pretty much on what they've actually done for sure. Again, pretty much the size of it is actually nicely done, and the way it's actually painting is actually really incredible, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, and next up, the fireman for sure. Yeah, that too alone is also on the same level from what I can gather, and I really do dig on how it actually looks, although yeah, I guess if anything, I will give them props for, of course, I don't know if you can see it properly because of how blurry it actually looks, but I think you can definitely see that they actually incorporate a mustache in for sure, so yeah. I guess pretty much of anything, that might be rather hard to do, but I'm glad they found a way to actually paint that in for sure to actually make it nice. So yeah, and next up, the guard or the conductor, pretty much as you can see here. Yeah, that alone is also very nicely done for sure. And again, I really love the way it's actually detailed out for sure to make it all the more presentable for sure. And again, much like the mustache, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm willing to bet he actually might be wearing glasses for sure. Again, that's kind of hard to say, given to the close-up shot being a little too blurry for sure, but yeah, I really do dig on what they actually did for sure. So yeah, and of course, next up, the station master, and yeah, again, this actually is incredibly well done for sure, and I really do love on the way it's actually presenting by far, and yeah, really is quite nice, I'm not gonna lie, and you can tell on how nicely painted it is, and don't you dare, I can tell there are plenty of people who putting some pretty much putting comments, pretty much some racist comments for sure, so don't do that. Don't make me come over there and give you the Will Smith slap. Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, yeah, regardless on that, I really do love on how well this figure actually turns out. And again, for any people who want to pretty much make a racist comments, pretty much the way I'm actually showing it off, first of all, racism is not okay, so yeah, if you don't want to follow that rule, get the fuck out! Like, right now! But yeah, you kind of get the idea from what I can gather, and yeah, and finally the workman, to which, yeah, I guess pretty much it's another one that got the green base actually came off, but you get all super gluing back together, and yeah, I guess from what I've actually seen by far, this one actually does look not that bad for sure. Again, it's pretty much what you would expect for a regular old workman for sure. But in a really nice way that I can really do dig from what I can gather. So yeah, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, I guess give it to what I'm actually showing off right here. The entire railway personnel figure set from what I can gather really do look nice, I'm not gonna lie, and really are delivering, of course, what they are actually pretty much providing for sure in a way that I can really do love and admire. So yeah, either way, I do know some parts of it could have been a little bit improved on for sure, but I will have to say they really did do a really good job for sure. And again, any people who are making racist comments are not welcomed here. Let that sink in. But yeah, either way, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, now that I finally got pretty much all that out of the way, let's see on how they look on my layout for sure. Alrighty then, well, here we are back in, of course, on my Bachmann Thomas and Friends layout for sure, and, well, I think much like with what we did last time, with, of course, the, pretty much the Bachmann hat family, pretty much figure set that we did, we're actually going to be placing some good spots for, of course, pretty much the entire railway personnel figure set that we got right here. And, well, I guess there is a lot to choose from what I can gather. But, hey, I need to do something to pretty much take pretty much the large-scale figures place for the time being, just to make it a little bit more accurate to, of course, the trains that we've been getting so far in the H.O. Thomas range for sure. So yeah, and luckily enough, we did get the figures out and about for sure. So I think, I guess if anything, we might as well pretty much give them a good spot for sure. So yeah, and I guess for starters, for the first two, yeah, I think we'll probably place pretty much the driver and the fireman right over by Sir Topham Hatt for sure. And I think I know the pretty much for the workman. Yeah, let's place him right over here for sure. Yeah, right over here will be good, so that way he can keep an eye on, of course, what's going on over by the coal ogre for sure. So, but yeah, might want to move it over a bit. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I guess for the other two. Yeah, I think we might as well place them over by Maithwaite Station once again. So yeah, and I guess for the conductor, yeah, hopefully I think, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's the one thing I hate about a good number of figures. I always hate whenever pretty much what they are, they usually have the tendency to fall down and stuff, So yeah, I think this might actually be a good spot for it, and I guess for the station master. Yeah, looks like a good spot to me. So okay, I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing right here, looks like for pretty much for these two, and of course the remaining three, as you can see here, I think it looks like they might be good spots for sure. So yeah, either way, I guess pretty much from what I've actually seen, I really do think they really do have a good, pretty much a good spot somewhere that I really do think actually fits in quite well for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, overall, I'm actually really impressed with, of course, the way the Bachmann Railway Personnel figure set actually turned out. I think with, of course, these three right here, plus the other two over by Maithwaite Station, I think they really did do a nice job in making them the best that they can for sure, to really still live up to, of course, what we're actually hoping for sure. And at the end of the day, I really do think they really did a nice job with, of course, all the ones that we see here for sure. And yeah, given to all that, I really do think they have a good, pretty much a good placing, of course, my layout for sure, to really make them the best that they can for sure. So yeah. Either way, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, much like the pretty much the Hatt family said that I actually got beforehand, I say the railway personnel figure set might actually be well worth the purchase from what I can gather for sure. So if you got the time, I say definitely seek out, of course, these figures and consider buying them for yourself. I think you're going to be in for a real good treat for sure. And again, they'll actually go great, of course, with, of course, these models for sure. So yeah, but I digress nonetheless. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you thought of this season, on what you thought of this episode for sure. I would love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and well, it looks like for the next episode, I think we might as well get ourselves in session for a class for sure, because the next one we're going to be talking about might be a little something that might give you a little pop quiz for sure. But at least that's what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.